The Tempest Fair has ended, and our adventurers greeted a new dawn, ready to get back to work. With the help of Marin's hangover concoction, Fizzi and RaRa were able to chase off the consequences of their Admiral's Feast celebrations. After breakfast, everyone headed out into Tapas to check the quest board for more work. They pulled down several quests and split up to get more information. Moss popped into the Mystic Haven and was intrigued by the mystery boxes that Alara had for sale. At 500 gold pieces, the price was too steep. But along with more information on the dangers of the Whispering Cave, Moss secured a promise from Alara to grant a discount on the price in exchange for 6 lumen leaf specimens, double the amount named in her quest. Kayth and Fizzi made their way to the guards' barracks and gathered some general information on the gnolls that had been attacking merchants west of Tapas. The captain informed them that he would consider their request for the Galeweaver warehouse, but that his decision would be subject to their investigation, as well as getting the derelict building up to city code, and he would not have an answer for them until the end of the week. Our party met back up at the library, with RaRa sporting a new look, and checked out books on various topics. After a supply run, they set off to clear out the ambushing gnolls. They traveled quickly all day to reach the site of the attacks by nightfall. Broken crates and fresh tracks led them to the group of gnolls, and their fight began. The battle was clean and showcased our heroes' growth in skill, teamwork, and tactical knowledge. They took down the gnolls with ease and precision expected of the Stormbreakers, protectors of Tapas. Will RaRa find her reason for adventuring? Were the gnolls simple tools of some formidable foe? Find out tonight on Coralthea, Waking Fates.
Through the storm and through the night, we'll carve our path, we'll claim our right. With hearts of fire and minds so clear, we'll chase our dreams, our time is here. From humble beginnings, our journey's begun. We'll fight as one till the battle's won.
So, last we left off, the 4 of you had just finished fighting the pack of gnolls that were ambushing merchants. And after searching their bodies, you found a few rudimentary weapons, along with pieces of armor. And on the gnoll pack lord, you found a coin that had a 5-pointed circle emblem on it. And that is where we ended last week's session. And you guys were a cookie symbol, you a-holes. And you guys were just setting up for nightly camp, I believe. Or at least you were going to. But that is where we will begin tonight's session. So please.
Classic 5-pointed circle.
Who got that coin?
Circle's known for.
Oh, I got that coin.
You did get that coin. Identify it
You have
with your
coin?
powerful identification tools.
I do. Could I ritual cast identify on that coin in case it's something special?
You would like to take 10 minutes to do so?
See.
Of course, you can do that.
I see Fizzi getting out his identification kit, and I'll sort of mosey over there. Hey, while you're looking at that, can you look at this? And I will hand him the flute.
Absolutely, RaRa. Oh.
Can I just say that was a really good job, everyone. Great job, RaRa. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Everybody did great.
I look at Muley. Is Muley looking all good?
Yeah, Muley's pretty far away, and he's starting to catch up to you guys, and he's like,
I'll walk up to Muley and feed him a carrot and give him a little pets.
he eats it. He does that, and he enjoys the pets.
Moss, are you okay?
You were supposed to give us this huge Muley story.
You were supposed to get a Muley story, yes.
I didn't.
Yes, you have been occupied, and I have not been able to get a moment with
He's
you.
blaming it on
Maybe
me.
here.
No,
yeah.
I'm not
Blaming it on
blaming it
me.
on
Blaming
you.
it on the
This guy could've
circumstance.
typed
He's
out-
blaming it on the
This guy could've typed
circumstance,
out the
May.
most epic Muley fan fiction I've ever read in my life and sent it to my inbox, and he fucking is blaming it on me.
Oh.
I guess you're right. I could have sent it to you, and you could have just read
Make
it.
a note in
Yeah.
chat, guys. Hunter's victim blaming his players.
Oh my gosh. I will get you the Muley fanfic.
Cancel him.
I promise I will.
Moss, are you okay? That big one was on you for a while.
Yeah. I'm okay. I'm not great.
Okay, well, do you want to help me find camp while these investigate the items and we can sort of get dinner ready?
Sure. I look for camp.
Yeah, give me. No, you guys have done this before. You would be able
Yeah,
to.
we're experts at camp finding.
You're not experts, but you'd definitely be able to find camp.
We're basically Everest tour guides.
I found this camp.
Let's get out the meat and chop it up into cubes. We're gonna put a pot over the fire and make a stew. I think would be nice tonight, something warm.
A stay.
And I'll start.
So during that time, Fizzi, you will identify, because I'll say that's more than 20 minutes. Fizzi, you will identify the coin. It is not magic.
Okay.
And then you will take some time on the flute. And you will identify the flute. And it... Yeah, you would identify this. You would identify that the flute right now plays it. How do you explain this? Dependent on your mood, it changes its octave. No, its tone. I think that's the word I'm looking for.
It's pitch perfect.
That's what I should say. It pitches to your mood.
Okay. I will relay that to RaRa.
Huh.
Do you wanna maybe give it a go? See what it does?
I mean, I already played it earlier. Kind of got an idea for that. I was hoping it was like, play this and it'll shoot out powerful spirits to aid you in battle, or maybe throw a lightning bolt at someone, or at least grant me another use of bardic inspiration per day.
She fucking throws it in the trash. Throws it in the woods behind her.
She just sort of gives it a shake and looks at it and like tucks it in her belt. Thanks, Bethros.
Oh my gosh.
That's like baby's first magic item right there. You go to Walmart, buy that for your kid for Christmas.
Look, you learned to play recorder.
Oh, jeez.
Really terrible hot cross buns.
So I'm sort of making dinner, and I'm asking Moss for some help because we're just making a
What?
good. I'm asking for help making dinner. We're making dinner,
I help
making a
with dinner.
stew. Can you
Making
cut
that
up
dinner.
Can you cut up these potatoes?
I cut up the potatoes.
You do that. You cut them into potatoes.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Yes, you do.
That's the plan.
So you guys will take some time to ready yourselves for bed. You will cook your dinner. you may proceed how you'd like, and if there's nothing else you guys want to talk about or do, then we can start your first watches.
I'd like to sleep. Everything hurts.
I'll take the first 2 watches because I only need to sleep 4 hours.
I only need to sleep 4 hours.
So I just think
Every
it would
time.
be better if everybody else had a bunch of rest.
That could work.
Fizzi will take third watch.
Sure. And is there anything else anybody wants to do before heading to bed, other than eating their food that Moss and Kayth prepared together?
It
Which
tastes fucking incredible.
I was
by the way.
about to say, we could find out how good it
We can
tastes.
do it.
It tastes good.
Can it taste good?
I have a psionic die.
Oh boy.
How
I have
about
proficiency in cooking.
you do? You have
What are we
cooking
rolling? A
No,
survival?
You don't have cooking utensils. Yeah, it'll be
Are we
if you
rolling?
don't have cooking utensil proficiency, then it's
Stop.
gonna be survival.
She's just saying that
Are you
because
good at
she is a
survival?
woman.
What's your survival?
I thought I had cooking utensils. Hang on. Why does nobody listen to me?
Lisa, you don't know how to cook. You've spent your life training to be a warrior.
I don't.
What's your survival roll?
My survival is +4.
Okay, you roll
Survival.
with advantage.
Hunter has already established that survival lets you make edible gruel.
Roll with advantage.
15.
She did. 15.
Okay.
Yeah, you will have made some pretty decent dinner, the two of you together. It's nothing super fancy, but it's pretty gosh darn good. You'd actually probably compare it to a meal from Marin.
Oh.
This was the best thing to take on the road when we were, in war. But it was always nice and warm.
Absolutely delicious. Thank you.
I'm sure it's great. It smells pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
Well, I'll take the first 2 watches. I don't know if anybody wants to stay up, but you don't need to if you don't want to. And Fizzi said he'll wake up after that, and then we should be good. So you guys can just sleep through the night if you want.
Sure.
And
All right, you guys will head to bed then. Please, if you could, Kayth, give me 1, how you are going to keep watch, and then roll me perception. Actually, sorry. Tell me how you're going to watch the camp. Roll a d20, then give me perception.
he's gonna stealth about 30 feet outside of camp and do a stealth perimeter every once in a while. Walk the perimeter stealthily and then go back to a hiding place, watch, then do the same thing.
I'm gonna put those in fuel boxes.
Okay.
So should I roll stealth and perception or
So first, you're going to roll a d20.
D20?
D20. Okay.
15.
Then you can give me stealth and then a perception.
I'm so stealthed.
He disappears into the night. 15. Okay.
I am the knight.
Not bad, not bad. Kayth, your first couple of hours watching the camp, you will have walked through the forest and made a couple of rounds around the camp. You will hear distant animal sounds. You will hear the light running of water. But all in all, it is an uneventful first watch. As you will be taking the next watch, you can keep your stealth check, but I will need another d20 roll and a perception.
Give us your best. Give
was
us your best that. Do that.
I'm gonna
Give
use
us
my
your
psionic die.
Ah!
I had to sneeze.
Imagine reaching for your mute button. That'd be crazy.
That would be nuts.
It's funnier. It's better this way.
So 12 perception.
Do the people attacking the camp sneeze loudly so that he has advantage?
That'd be really funny. One of these times, if that ever happens, I'll be like, you hear a sneeze in the forest. So it goes to a 12. Nice. Also, before we get started, Joey, I do believe you're the one keeping track of everybody's pluses currently.
No, I have a +1.
I have 3 plus 1s.
Okay. So RaRa has 1, Fizzi has 3, Kayth, you
I used all mine.
I think
Moss,
I'm
I
pretty
used all
sure
yours.
Moss burned hers. Thought Kayth at least burned a couple of his,
I
but he
think I
had a
have
few.
2.
Okay. Just to make sure we have all of that taken care of. A 12. On a, what was it, 17? Okay. Well, you will watch over camp and continue to make your rounds and circle 30 feet out. In the night sky, you think you see some large creatures flying, but nothing that seems to spot you or look like a threat in any way, to you at least. But you do see some large creatures fly through the sky. You're not quite sure what they are. And they seem to be heading maybe north. But other than that, you have an uneventful watch.
Okay, I'll walk over and I'll take a feather out of my bag and I'll go over to Fizzi and I'll put a water skin with an open top in his right hand.
Just
And
recharge
I
us one
will
each.
Tickle his cheek.
Fizzi.
What's Fizzi dreaming about when he...
Yeah, what's Fizzi dreaming about right now? When he feels something caress his face.
Fizzi would either be dreaming about some sort of crazy inventions or his brothers.
Let's say... Oh, I know a good invention you're thinking of. A dream you had long ago, and it sort of has come back to you, and you are in that workshop, and you see the little flying birds and butterflies that were there, and they all start to sort of fly around your head and brush up against you, and even though they're metal clockwork things, they feel soft, which is weird.
Huh.
And then one of them will fly into your face and wake you up.
So they spill the water?
I have to assume,
Probably.
yeah.
Good morning, Fizzi.
Hey, good morning,
For
Kate.
watch.
I didn't know butterflies could get you wet. What the hell?
I'll take my water skin out of his hand before he fully wakes up.
I
And
call
I'll
the
walk
cops.
over to my...
Oh.
I'll walk over to my mat and start to trance.
All right, Fizzi, you will wake up. So tell me how you keep watch over camp. Roll a d20 and give me a perception check.
Fizzi will, he'll so he's gonna be reading some of the books that some of the books that he checked out of the library, and stop for a little bit, look around, get up, walk around. He's really not trying to be stealthy. And then a perception.
A perception, please.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay. All right. Well, Fizzi, you will keep watch. The sun, you can sense the sun will be coming up soon. So you're feeling that...
will be out at 5.
Yeah, I'll say it's probably about Why don't you take third watch? That's like about third watch time.
Nobody ever offers.
Fizzi already
Well-
offered to do it.
Fizzi, you are keeping watch. At some point, you will see RaRa gets up and begins to do her morning stretches as she usually does. But you will continue to keep a steadfast guard. 15 perception.
Oh, I'm also gonna have Obi go on like a walking patrol further outside of camp.
Sure, yeah. That makes sense. You can do that.
Wait.
11.
She's a groundhog.
Okay. Yeah. No. Oh, no, he does not. Fizzi, while you are keeping watch, near the end, you will notice something in a tree. And there's like looks like these 3 long mushrooms growing out of a branch higher in the tree. It's a little odd. Mushrooms don't usually grow on the branch near the trunk branch of a tree.
What are these mushrooms up to right now?
Yeah.
It's a little weird. And they're sort of like long stem. So there's 2 little ones and then a big one. And they form kind of like that. And you sort of watch it for a minute. You hear RaRa do something, you sort of take a look and you look back. And you're staring at it. And then you watch it move. And you see it sort of like stand up, and you notice that the 3 mushrooms are like a part of whatever the anatomy of this thing is. And it's sort of...
How tall is this thing?
I would say it's probably... Maybe it's like a 1.5 foot tall, 2 feet long. And it's
The
sort of like...
Bulbasaur,
You
guys.
see it get up, it cracks its neck, and then it looks around, sees you, and you see this like reptilian kind of face. And then you'll see its eyes blink like this, like sideways.
It's a Bulbasaur.
And then you'll watch some wings come out that kind of look like this,
It's not.
like fungus sort of spread out thing. And it will head off further into the forest where you can no longer see it.
Fuck.
Was that one of those super secret rare creatures in Coralthea?
Let's go catch it.
You
Is-
give me
Does
a...
it just spook some birds out of the tree, or
Fizzi, you try to see where it went, but you are unable to see the location in which it went. It seems like it is able to hide quite well.
you can't catch those without special equipment? I hear.
Can
You
only
know,
move...
maybe I could invent some sort of like
Simple
throwable
device.
ball that you could just throw at things and catch them.
Maybe.
I think that's already a magic item, actually.
But Fizzi, you will see that. RaRa will call out. Did you just scare something out of the tree?
Oh, I think it scared me more than I scared it. RaRa.
Yeah, that's what they always say about nature.
Scary.
Scary. After that, the rest of you will begin to wake up as well. I'd say, RaRa, you got up at 5.
Hmm.
I'd say it's probably about 6:30 going on 7 at this point. So everybody, well, whoever would be waking up at this point, I don't know how deep Moss is in sleep right now. But all of you will begin to wake up. Let me go ahead and push us to...
Get our little basin out, put some water in it, start doing my morning cleanup after stretching.
I'm gonna start working on breakfast.
Were we supposed to get proof of Gnoll?
Oh, I have it.
Kayth already did.
Gross.
Yeah, it is.
What did you cut off?
Ears.
Gross.
It seemed the least gross option. Most identifiable, least gross.
How far are we from the cave?
You guys know that you
I'd
are
say 20 hours away.
you're
probably.
20 miles away. It'll take you about 20
Wow.
hours to get there.
We're walking at 1 mile per hour.
We have a mule, and we have gear that we're carrying as well.
Holy, you gotta pick this shit up.
We didn't exactly buy a stallion.
DM, could you? The Whispering Cave is not the same cave as the Relic Recovery, correct?
I just
That
realized.
was funny.
Oh, that's a
Should be-
quest for our different group.
Yeah, you're looking in Dong Song. You need to make sure you're looking in Tapas.
Yeah, don't look
Okay.
at Dong Song.
And don't
Dong
look
Song.
at that, Fizzy.
Dog's
Okay,
Song
never
is a
mind.
different town in a different place.
That's my
Okay.
bad. It was easier to hit show all players when I made this.
That's fair.
Yeah, none of us
Wow.
like how it's called Dong Song. It's become quite a meme though in the other party.
Dong
So
Song.
mean.
So if we get to it, I think we can get there tomorrow morning. We can take a rest when we're done traveling tonight.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
All right.
Muley, are you ready? I feed him some of my breakfast.
I hate it.
Oh, the mouth sounds.
I hate it.
People love my mouth sounds.
No.
Nope. All right, then you guys will pack up. You will gather up your things, load them up into the cart, tie up Muley, and start your adventure towards the Whispering Cave.
We should have
So-
started earlier so that we could have still had some daylight to set up camp.
So it's about 7-ish when you got. Well, no, it's probably about 8 before you guys leave to pack all your stuff up. So 20 hours from 8 o'clock would put you at. If you want to go the full 20 hours, which puts you at the cave, and I'd say, whatever less than half a mile you want to be away from it. If you go 20 hours, that puts you at 4 a.m. the next day. Or you guys can choose to stop at a certain time
And
and
do
then
2 tenors.
to 10 hours.
Just do 10 hours today, 10 hours tomorrow. Or do we want to do like 15 or like 15 miles?
I think if
today?
we stop at dusk, which would be like 12 hours.
That would put you at about 8. So 12 hour would put you at 8 o'clock. Then if you guys sleep and then travel the rest of the 8 hours there. Yeah, you put you guys there.
Like midday.
Yeah.
Like 2 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, midish day.
We'll have to stop for snacks, of course. Oh no, we can eat them on the carts. All right, let's go.
All right, you guys will do that. So, is there anything you guys want to try and do during your travel? Now, you aren't traveling on any known roads. That's also why it's taking you a little longer. But is there anything you want to try to do on your 12 hours of journey?
I'm gonna try to find some kind of big game to kill and eat tomorrow, so we can have a big hearty meal in the morning and hopefully get some haste.
Oh my gosh! Okay, who else is trying to do anything?
Fizzi is going to be reading more in the Gears of Time.
That's a good book. Sounds good.
Only got 2 hours in right now. Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah, you read that one time and then didn't read it again.
Yeah, and then I took out more books.
Okay. Now I
Ross,
will
do you wanna
say if
gather
you
some berries or something, where if we make if we eat up tonight or tomorrow, and we just get really full, I feel like that would be the best plan for us to go into a dungeon.
Have you ever tried to fight when you're really full?
But we have to hike. So we have to be hearty, burn all those calories over the day, and then when we get there at 2 o'clock, we're in fighting form and not exhausted by the journey.
Okay.
It's okay, Moss. I'll help you look.
I begin looking for berries.
That way I
Alright,
can find stuff I
so
like.
so Kayth says the women will forage and the big man
Mhm.
will hunt for
I
big-
know Moss doesn't like killing animals. I'm kind of being considerate. I know she was a druid. I know she doesn't like killing animals, so I asked her to forage. What the fuck?
Oh,
There was no
man.
gender roles here.
Anyway, and then Fizzi, if you want, you could spend the whole time reading and get 12 hours into your book, but you wouldn't be able to do anything else. And if anything, stops you from reading, you'll lose hours. Do you want to do that? Or do you only want to read for a certain amount of time and
Fizzi will read for 6 hours.
okay.
Unless it's really engaging.
It's not a bad read. And then so he is going to start sketching out different ideas on how to upgrade Obi.
Okay, you can do that. All right, well, I'm going to need a survival check from RaRa and Moss. Whoever has the most, you can do it with advantage.
Moss, I'm sure you have better, so you do with advantage.
Okay, Moss with advantage. And Kayth, I will need a survival check from you as well. It would not be with advantage.
Did I roll?
I don't see anything.
Oh, 17 on the die. Superman, that whoa.
All right, not bad, not bad. All right, Moss and RaRa, you guys will go out and begin to maybe not like go out too far. You might do it in shifts, but essentially staying with eyesight of the cart. But you guys will forge up some pretty good stuff, actually. I would say, Moss, with your knowledge of different plants and berries, you would be able to get some safe stuff for everybody to eat. Kayth, as you go out and try to hunt yourself some big game, you will come across a couple of deer, and at first, that's all you see is just some good deer. It's up to you if you... So with your 20, you find a small herd of deer, and you can try to take one of those, or you can try to wait for something else.
Does it look like there's one big enough to feed the whole party?
Plus
with what our rations is?
I can tell you that one deer could definitely feed all of you.
Even Moss?
Only 3 of you are going to eat the meat. And
She's a growing girl.
I can tell you that out of just one deer, you can get many jars of meat. So, yeah, one
Sounds
deer
good.
could do it if you wanted. But it would just be deer meat. It's not something exotic. So it's up to you if you want to
I'm not looking for... I just need something big enough to feed us extra tomorrow.
Then a
On
deer,
top of our rations.
then a deer could get you there.
I'm gonna try to get within... let me see.
No, you're able to take one
Get
down.
within 600 feet of a deer, and I'll
I'm telling you, you're able to get it with the 20. We're not going to go through all that. You had the choice of taking that or trying to go for something different.
perfect
But yeah,
shot.
Kayth, you will be able to take down a deer. You now have a deer. So you can either wait and you can put it on the cart and wait till camp to get it all
Gussied up.
get it all gussied up, get it all shedded and things. Or you could work on it now, but everyone will have to wait for you to be done, which will take some time.
With the survival, I know that could it be fine until we get to camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
If it can sit in the back of a truck for a couple of days, I'm sure it can sit in your cart till tonight.
Yeah.
All right, you guys see Kayth. Hold on, Kayth, what's your strength?
Uh-huh.
It's a minus. It's a it's an 8. I'm dragging it. I can drag something with half of my speed. I can drag a whole human in combat at half of my speed.
A live human, which has motor
I can
functionality.
I could drag Moss.
That's
at half my speed.
It's very different from moving dead weight.
I summon my mage hand. I helps with some poundage, and I drag.
How about just go ahead and make an athletics check, and let's see if you can get it over to the cart.
That's a natural 20 DM. I put it on my back and I carry it to the cart.
No. You
What
will
do
get
you mean?
you will get it over the cart or get it over the cart. I'm gonna throw it over the
He had a sudden.
I rolled a
boost of
natural 20
adrenaline.
DM. I throw it over
He
my
had
goddamn
an
shoulder.
adrenaline
Oh
rush.
my gosh.
He had flashbacks of his son in the war, and he lifted that
Son
up off
in the
of
war.
him.
He doesn't have a son.
Well, moms get those adrenaline rushes, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say because he's an archaeologist and he's supposed to be smart that he came up with a way of being able to drag
Fireman's
it
carry.
and take the weight off of him more. But I suppose we can just...
A fireman's carry. People much less weight than other people can carry each other through to distance on their shoulder.
But I guess we can
Fireman.
just say Kayth fireman carries the deer back to the cart. You guys will watch as Kayth appears with a dead deer on his back.
Wow.
Well, wet, Kayth.
What have you been doing? Push-ups while we're all sleeping?
Nope. And I put it on the cart and I take a big winded breath.
I have to imagine your face is like...
That was a lot farther than I thought it was.
Gets onto the back of the cart.
You know, Kayth, you could have taken Obi.
He would have slowed me down going through the brush. I don't think he can stealth in the bush trying to hide from a deer and then shoot it.
Well,
He's kind of a big, you can
then
see
you
him.
tell him to wait. You go do what you need to do. Hey, Obi, come here.
All right, good point.
Not wrong, not wrong.
Not wrong. You're not wrong. Well,
Next time. Hindsight's 20/20, Kayth.
hindsight is 20/20.
Thank you for grabbing that for us. Yeah, at least 3.
We should eat well.
All right. You all will continue on, and I will need... Moss is usually the one leading the way. So Moss, just give me a perception check.
Perception check.
Perception what?
11.
So if Obi's outside, obviously not in the cart, could he give Moss the help action with perception?
What is Obi's wisdom?
10.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Does he have a skill in perception or no?
Yeah.
Oh.
Perception +2.
All right, well, that makes a difference. Never mind. Yeah, I will say that can give Moss the help action.
The same exact thing.
Ha! The illusion of choice. Okay, so yeah, you guys are traveling towards the Whispering Cave. You guys will take in the sight of the forest, which you guys are actually getting further than... Oh no, this is about the same type of travel you had heading to the Dark Woods, except everything's a lot nicer up here. The trees are a lot more fuller. It's a lot just more filled with life headed up this way. You actually see quite a few things flying. It's nice. And your guys' travel up until when you wanted to stop is actually pretty uneventful. So you guys will make camp for the night. Is this correct?
Dude, I love making camp for the night.
What?
Guys will make camp for the night. Kayth, you said you're gonna need to strip this deer and get it all worked up. I'm gonna need 3 survival checks from you.
3 survival checks.
And this will take you some time.
Does someone want to help me or no?
Sure.
It's fine. Got it.
Got it.
I rolled a natural 1 on one of these though.
Well, inner monologue if you wanted.
But overall, I rolled really well.
Well, a natural 1.
You're gonna fuck me over on a making food for the party? It's okay.
Hey,
Do it.
I'm just
I'm gonna
saying.
let it ride. I'm not inner monologuing on deer meat.
All right, you're not gonna do it. So,
I
Kayth,
said
you
it
will.
helped. Did it help?
Oh, she said she would help.
She did, and you said no, it's fine. You said.
Oh,
that.
sorry, I didn't hear her say that. I just assumed she wouldn't want to like prepare a deer. Sorry, I didn't even hear her say anything.
All right. So if Moss helped you, then the first roll is a 21, and you still have one more roll for your advantage on the second one.
It's not a natural 1.
It's not.
Which is-
So 21,
above-
14, and then roll 2 more times with advantage.
2 more times with advantage. So
Sorry,
yeah,
roll
many
one
times.
more time with advantage. Roll one. Roll. There you go. Okay, so 21, 14, 10. Okay. So, with the help of Moss, who Moss isn't too into it, but is helping you, you're able to get the deer strung up. Now, while you guys were on the cart ride, you had set it up a little bit so that some of the blood would drain, but as you get it hung up on the tree, it will fully drain. You are then able to get it, we'll say skinned. We'll use some easy words here. Get it all skinned up, and all we have left is the meat. Now, that is the part that you don't do extremely well in. The 2 of you do your best to cut up as much lean meat as you can. However, it does get kind of butchered, so you don't get as much as you probably could have from the deer, but you get enough that will be a meal for you guys for the next day. And maybe even you get enough off this deer that you could use it for probably 2 meals. And the rest of it just it kind of got butchered a bit. But you could use what you got for 2 meals if you wanted to.
So we skinned it pretty well though, because that was the first check.
Yes. So you do have deer hide. Deer hide.
And we have the antlers as well.
Sure. No, you gotta
have to use every
you
part
gotta
of the
dough.
deer.
You gotta dough. It wasn't-
Nobody
Yeah.
specified if it was a buck or a doe.
Yeah, you gotta
You
dough.
never said. Okay. I would have gotten a buck though, because it was a whole herd. But it's fine.
Although it's dough. You gotta dough.
He said it was a whole herd.
So you got a dough. You got some good deer hide. Yeah, so like I said, you got enough meat for everybody to have 2 meals. Yeah, good job. And I assume, or you guys want to eat that tomorrow morning?
Yeah, we want it to work for the next day. So however we can do it. So if we want to cook it tonight and then add it to our meal tomorrow or whatever. I'm sure there's a variety of ways we can
Joey's
work.
muted, so we can't hear him anyway.
For us to get the bonus tomorrow, do we need to eat it tomorrow morning or can we eat it tonight with our...
You could eat it tomorrow morning, and if you get a bonus, it would work that way.
Okay. So we'll
might
save
not
it for
even
tomorrow
give it to you
morning.
nonetheless.
All right. Is there anything anybody wants to do tonight before heading to bed? Fizzi, make sure you mark 6 hours on your book.
I did. I got 8 total.
What I know, I'm gonna try to work with this as we're sitting down and eating. He's gonna take over the deer hide and just try to make it a long sort of stretch it out and just make it a long piece. He's not trying to make a coat or anything or make anything out of it. He just wants it something like a blanket. So you have to stretch it out and you have to make sure it's like tanning it.
Yeah, that would take a couple hours. It wouldn't be something you could just do.
Yeah, we're eating tonight, so I'm gonna try to start like the process of that, and just so we would have like a deer hide blanket.
Yeah, I would say you could start the process of that. First thing you're gonna have to do is build a tanning rack, or at least something comparable. So give me nothing. You should ask Fizzi for some help on this.
Fizzi,
Yeah. What's up, Kayth?
I want to stretch this out, so maybe we can have a blanket for the cart. And also, I just thought maybe Moss would appreciate that we're using all of the parts of the deer that we're eating. I don't know. It seemed like
That makes sense. Yeah. What do you need me to build?
something that will stretch this out. A tanning rack.
Yes. Oh wow.
This is gonna like look around. Look what we got. All right, I can make something work.
All right, Fizzi, if you could please give me. You should have Tinker's tools. Give me a Tinker's tools check. You should be able to just click them, and that should roll something. If it doesn't, then just do intelligence plus proficiency.
Hang on. Tinker's tools.
Does anything happen when you click it, or is it when you hover over it give you an option?
Yeah, so it says use formula. Using a tool. That would be
MX plus.
intelligent.
MX plus. What is it?
MXPX.
What's the
And
formula?
then I am
Pythagorean
proficient.
theorem.
X squared.
It
plus
worked.
MX.
Y squared.
X. What's the Pythagorean theorem? Damn it, chat.
Tell her what the Pythagorean
Isn't that
theorem
A
is.
squared plus B squared equals C
Yes!
squared?
Thank
Got
you.
it, guys. Nice job.
Guys,
Okay.
Cornell.
A 13. Fizzi, yeah, I will say that you're able to help Kayth in this endeavor by making a rudimentary tanner's rack. And Kayth, you could start by just getting it up on there and having to leave it overnight.
Ooh.
All right.
Thank you, Fizzi.
Yeah, you're more than welcome, Kayth.
And then maybe if Muley gets cold in the winter time, we can cover Muley with it.
cover Muley in a dead animal.
What? It's gonna be a little blanket. Maybe a little saddle for him. The blanket underneath the saddle.
All right. Who is taking the? I assume Kayth taking the first 2 watches.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll take the. Does anybody? I kind of wanted to take the tail end watches tonight. Does someone want to stay up a little bit?
I'll take a watch. I slept the entire night last night.
You did.
So,
Everybody, make sure they did a long rest. I hope you guys hit the long
I
rest.
sure
button.
did.
Okay, good.
It's pretty close to death.
All right, Moss, please tell me how you keep watch, and then give me a D20 and then a perception.
Well, I'm gonna walk around the camp for a little bit. I'm gonna find a good stick. And then I'm gonna sit back around the fire and kind of play around with Sable and talk and look around the camp.
Okay.
You said what? Survival? Perception?
A
Which one?
D20 and then
Oh.
perception.
So nothing I said.
Right. You got it.
I almost rolled a 1, so 7 is an improvement.
Okay.
And then a what?
A perception.
not bad.
What do you talk about?
Just chatting. Nothing very important.
Small talk.
Passing the time, yeah.
Okay.
You're like, so this is nice weather we're having, Sable.
Yeah.
Sable will hang out, and the 2 of you will sort of play with the fire a bit. Just sort of take the night in.
Uh-huh.
With a 15 perception, you will at some point probably look up into the sky. And You'll notice some deep clouds. You'll notice one of the clouds sort of seems to move a little fast. You'll notice the night is pretty quiet, other than the occasional sound of an owl or a scurrying rodent. But other than that, your watch will be uneventful.
I always forget to ask them who wants to be next.
I said I was going to take the last two.
Oh, the last two. Kayth, it's your turn.
He gets out of his trance. All right. Have a good night's sleep.
Good night. Very boring. Nothing goes on here.
Oh, you had to throw that out in the universe.
Kayth, if you could please, how do you keep watch? D20
I
and a
do
perception.
my
It's gonna be
regular
a one and
thing.
a one.
Does his regular
Oh.
thing.
Stealth around the camp.
All right, and give me a D20.
1.
12.
Okay.
And I rolled a 12 stealth as well.
Okay.
And a natural 1.
Hey, there it is.
He's walking around. He's like, "That's the best fucking."
I'm
game."
gonna add my
Reason
plus
you
2.
do
My
your
plus
inner
2 to
monologue.
the. I'm gonna add my
Carry
plus
that
2 to that
dude.
stealth
So 14
And,
stealth.
and roll a psionic die
You
And
saved
roll
your inner
psionic die.
monologue.
because I haven't done my full rest yet, so I have all of my psionic dice.
Okay.
Picked it up. Nobody
we'll
thought
add
I could
5
pick
to
that
the
deer
stealth
up on
on
my
top of that.
shoulders.
So I will
19
Who's
stealth.
gonna carry the
19
boats?
stealth.
Kayth, you will disappear into the woods. And disappear so far that you seem to have lost the camp for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of keeping watch, you take the first watch, trying to remember which way camp is. As you got so deep and disappeared that you not only disappeared out of enemy sight, but out of campsite.
Remember when our archaeologist got lost?
But eventually, Kayth, you will find
take out
your...
my cartographer's tools, my
Good
map.
enough. Where the fuck? Where's the
Compare
star?
him to the stairs.
Where's the moon? But eventually you will find your way back to camp, and it will have
Fire.
it will have been quite a while, but you will eventually make it back, and everything seems okay.
I do a check over everything.
Is it 5
Sure.
o'clock yet, DM?
It'll be at the end of this watch.
Dead.
Well, halfway
We're all
into the
dead.
next watch.
I'll do a check over the camp, make sure everything's okay.
Yep. Give me that perception. Investigation.
Another natural 1. I'm gonna inner monologue this one.
Oh
Is
my
it 5
God.
o'clock yet, DM?
This guy's gonna enter monologue.
Does he?
Go ahead, give me your
Alright.
inner monologue.
Just let it ride, brother.
I
Save
can't-
it. You might need it for a demon or something.
Stop. I can't believe I got lost. There's
Really
a fire
embarrassing.
going. We really need this day to be
Oh,
going
crap.
well. There can't be going anything wrong. We've gone through so much this week. Can we please just have clear-cut adventure for once?
Sure. Go ahead.
Roll, and I'll roll again. 16.
Certainly better. Kayth, as you walk back into camp, and you're like, oh man, oh shit, I'm back, don't worry, everything's okay, I'm sure it's gonna be okay. You start searching over the camp, looking for any signs of, well, anything. Mostly everything seems fine. You do notice something around the campfire. there seems to be... Well, you're not really exactly sure, but like ash on the outside, but not just like ash from the campfire, but almost as if something left tracks, but they seem to only be around the campfire. They don't even lead off anywhere.
Huh. Well, I'm sure it's fine. Fizzi found a mushroom dragon and didn't tell anybody. I'm sure this is nothing.
All right, so you will go to start your next watch. This time
I'm
taking
sorry,
much more
Fizzi
care.
Found what?
Nothing. Nobody knows what Fizzi found other than Fizzi.
I'll re-stealth with a 11.
Okay.
Wow, bad rolls tonight, guys. We'll get them out of the way before we go into the dungeon, I promise. And there's a 6. But I'm gonna stay real close to camp this time.
You do. You're so unsure. That instead of like
I'll use a psionic die. I'll use a psionic die on
instead
the...
of the like 30 feet out, you're just like 10 feet. Like you're within arm distance of just jumping back into camp.
We're good.
But you just do circles.
I need to roll a d20 though. There's a 2.
You do. You just do circles around the outside. Essentially,
Not tonight.
Muley just like watches you the whole time, like.
Muley
And,
didn't seem startled when I came back into camp, though, right?
Muley watched you walk away.
It's like, well, there goes another one.
Muley also trances and only needs 4 hours.
This man's gonna come out of a tree.
Oh. And halfway through your last watch, RaRa will wake up and begin her stretches.
Cool.
And other than that, your last watch will be uneventful, and everyone will begin to wake up early for the next day.
Hey, did you happen to see any little tiny mushroom dragon things this morning?
Mushroom
No.
dragons, Fizzi.
Yeah, that's what I saw the other morning. RaRa, the thing I scared off. It was like a little tiny mushroom dragon thing.
Maybe you should, like, if you eat things that you find in the woods, you should have Moss look at them.
I agree.
Probably.
Can you draw it, Fizzi?
Sure.
You could try.
Fizzi's going to attempt to draw it.
He's got a steady hand. He's drawn a lot before.
Just looks like
He
one
has
of
to
those.
draw out all of his plans.
Looks like one of those late 80s, early 90s, like fucking acid trip metal poster drawings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just roll a d20. Just roll your d20 plus intelligence. So d20 plus 4 or whatever.
Can I just hit intelligence?
Yeah.
I'm
You can tell me what you were going to say.
part of me wants to get this up to at least a 10 to make
Do
it.
a flash of genius. Flash of genius. Do it, you coward.
Does he have that yet?
I don't know.
I think I get that at 4.
You guys are 4.
R4.
That face.
He didn't take Flash of Genius. Good.
I'm pretty sure
He just gets it, I think. It's an artifact.
Well, let's check.
unless they changed that with 2024. No, there is no Artificer in 2024, so he's doing the old one, right?
Mm-hmm. There's honor.
I get Flash of Genius at 7.
Huh. So not quite
7th
4.
level.
Not quite 4.
Close.
Closer to 4 than 1.
So it looks like a late 80s, early 90s metal poster acid drawing of a mushroom dragon.
Yeah.
What?
Just Not well.
I'm surprised it wasn't sleight of hand. Trying to
Yeah.
recall.
Especially if you find
we'll keep
mushrooms
an eye
in
out
the
for
woods,
that.
Fizzi, like, just let Moss look at them first because, you know, they can be dangerous, I think.
I am gonna walk
They're
up to him
really fun.
and just put my hand on his head to see if he has a temperature.
Seems fine.
He could be dead in the next 12 hours. We'll keep an eye on it.
What?
And then I walk away.
Damn. Well, you guys can start cooking up your food for the day along with your deer that Kayth got. And
What about the fur?
that is doing its work. It's still going to take some time. But when you pack up, you'll be able to pack it up into the cart nicely so that it can continue what it needs to do. For anybody who eats the deer along with their meal, you will gain the benefits of the first round of combat with the
What about the
extraction.
things that Moss and I forage? Can I get extra from foraging?
Well, with that plus the deer, I was going to say, gets you the bonus. So, man, should I punish the vegetarian?
Yeah, do it. Set an example.
You should
attack
eat
for more
me.
veggies.
No, just kidding. So everybody who eats your rations this morning, just roll a d20 for everybody this morning, and as long as you roll over a 5, you will gain the benefit. If you roll under a 5, you will not gain the benefit.
Man,
Boy,
on the edge of glory over here.
Well, everybody just luckily gains the benefit, so everybody will have that first round benefit. That was close. But other than that, you guys will pack up, get
Moss
everything
got
on
some really, really stringy deer.
You guys will pack everything up onto the cart, get Muley ready to go, and head towards
Ride.
and head towards the Whispering Cave.
Yeah, muley. Ride.
You guys will continue on. So, the travel north, it gets a little bumpier as you get closer to your destination. Not that, like, the trees are missing, because the trees and things are still there. It just gets bumpier because it's less worked here. So it's a little bit more difficult, but eventually you guys will come upon, the forest starts to clear a bit. And you will see it sort of the ground rise a bit, kind of like a hill. And then probably 100 or so feet from you guys, you see this mound of ground that seems to sort of form this archway, and it's covered with what looks like stone foundation in front of it to build an archway, but it's sort of crumbled and crushed a bit. And around it sort of in a circle, you'll see, well, what used to maybe be nice bushes, but they're all sort of decayed, gross, overgrown. So essentially you see what used to be an entrance to something, and as you get closer, you hear the sound of like wind whispering out of it as you get closer.
Well, before we get in there, she said it was full of traps and other things, so I'd like to go forward from the party about 25 to 30 feet to investigate for traps before moving forward. Yes.
Can I say a thing, DM?
Yes?
This is all collapsed? There's no, like, entrance that we can see?
No. There is an entrance. I'm saying the stone foundations that built an archway have sort of crumbled and crushed, but but you can see the opening. Like you'll be crawling over some stones, but you can still see the entrance. So like the arch that was there
I was
has
confused.
fallen.
I thought it was all caved in.
No, sorry, my bad.
Go ahead.
There might be traps up ahead, so I will connect with RaRa and Moss psychically. As
Oh,
we
my
get
hair
closer.
stood up on that. You know what that means?
You will psychically connect.
That you're about to be struck by lightning?
No, that someone's in my brain.
Someone's in your brain?
Yeah, don't you feel it?
No.
No, because you wouldn't. 5 hours. We're connected. Mm-mm-mm.
I bet it's Kayth.
Why don't you ask?
Kayth, are you in RaRa's brain?
Oh, no,
Say it
I'm
out
just
loud.
communicating telepathically. I'm nowhere near her brain.
He said he's nowhere near your brain.
She can hear me.
I think brain adjacent.
I get out my 10-foot pole.
You have a 10-foot pole?
Yeah, it's in my inventory. I bought
I
it the
remember
first
he
session.
had to buy
You
it.
bought
for-
it, yeah.
from the shop.
I do remember buying the 10-foot pole.
It's in my inventory. You don't have to believe shit.
I do remember that. Okay, you have your 10-foot pole.
And I cast Mage Hand, and we're going in.
How heavy is a 10-foot pole?
It's 0.5 pounds. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
A lot. 7 pounds.
Ooh, a little more than the hand
Oh,
can
too
handle
much. Too much for a -1.
for a mage hand to handle.
No.
Agent can do 10 pounds.
It's 5
10
pounds.
No. 10 pounds. More than 10 pounds they can't do.
Okay.
10 pounds.
Okay.
The
All right,
mage
never
hand
mind.
the mage hand carries a 10-foot pole.
Okay. And you head inside?
And we're going inside, yep.
Okay, bye.
No, you're still just within 30 feet. Just keep 30 feet distance, because if there's a trap, then I want to be able to see
Oh
it.
yeah,
and
we're
disarm
still
it.
following walks.
I'm gonna walk up to the entrance of the cave after he goes in there.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna hold my hands out.
A 30-foot distance.
I'm gonna hold my hands out and not let anyone ahead of me. And then I'm just gonna into the cave.
You hear that echo in. It doesn't seem to come back.
Oh, that's spooky. Try it again.
I communicate in
And I
Moss's
had-
head.
I
I
had-
don't know
I
if
had-
we wanted to let every single creature living
had-
in this cave know we're here.
RaRa adds some haunting flute melodies to the
And then I
You hear a brum, 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 brum harmonica from inside the cave.
and then I clear my throat and I just walk in.
I'll go next, and then I figure RaRa, you behind Fizzi, and Nobi takes up the rear.
One moss goes into the cave. RaRa holds back and puts her arm out to stop Fizzi.
Oh.
All right, so you all will begin to enter.
Hunter's like, I'm not fucking doing this shit.
You're not listening to me.
Go ahead, say it again.
Moss goes into the cave. RaRa
Yes.
holds out her hand to stop Fizzi.
Uh-huh.
And then she does a...
You will hear that echo into the cave. It doesn't come back. As you guys get near the entrance, you will hear this sort of this pushing of wind outwards, as though it is lightly whispering in your ears. Kayth, you are the first one to enter.
My mage hand is 10 feet in front of me, and I'm looking for traps. I got my little mage hand out here. Can you give me a little mage hand thing?
Can I give you a little mage hand?
Can you give me a little mage hand icon?
You can
Give him a
draw
little
one.
mage hand action, brother.
Bro,
You can draw a little.
there's
there
a
you
little
go.
mage hand.
There's your little mage hand.
This guy always draws other people's stuff. Fine.
If I draw,
He
you
has a
can't move
10-foot
it.
pole. He has a 10-foot pole. And it's gonna
Are
be
we
like
supposed to see something?
And
Kayth is the
Yeah,
only
I
one
just-
currently
Okay.
ahead. Yes.
Got it.
Sure, fine.
I'm looking
Do
for
that.
traps.
Keep your secrets.
How
And
are you? You're taking the hand and making
So
the pole hit the
I am
ground?
investigating. No, I am investigating, looking for traps, and then my mage hand is also out and tapping every 5 feet on the ground.
I assume that's how you're checking for traps then?
No, I am looking. The mage hand is just doing that. So if it triggers anything, it's going to trigger within 10 feet of the pole. If it's reaching out 10 feet.
Hey, what's your passive investigation?
My passive investigation is 14.
Oh, yo, that's crazy. Okay.
I'm actively looking for traps.
Okay. Then give me an investigation check.
15.
Yo, that's crazy. My passive is 3 higher than that.
Damn.
Do you know how to disarm traps?
If I can tell
Probably
you
he's an
where they are,
artificer. He could probably build and disarm them.
I could tell you. I could point and be like, go get it.
Well, Kayth, the entrance seems to be untrapped. Untrapped? Not trapped? Not
Trapless.
trapped. Trapless.
Oh,
It's got no traps.
And I'll
Didn't do arm day.
I'll tap on the ground 5 feet in front, make sure it's good. I'll move forward.
All right, Fizzi, I didn't hear anything blow up, so I guess we should
Yeah.
slide in here.
And I'll keep doing. I'll keep going
Nothing's
until
blown up.
there's 30
Yes.
feet of space. Whenever you want me to make a check or whatever. You know.
Well, give me a second. Your friends will end up behind you.
So I'd be here. If there's another roll that has to be made, let me know. This would be here.
Well,
Ain't no trap. Hold your body down.
I will tell you this. You can make another investigation check there. But other than that, you guys can begin to
There ain't no
adventure how you
trap.
seem fit.
Hold your
Nice one, Jay.
body down.
And if I can add a psionic die on top, I don't know if that matters.
it might. It might be that
You-
25 DC.
I don't think it's gonna be 25. We're level.
As you look ahead, it seems to not be trapped.
Anything else interesting in the room as I'm investigating very keenly?
Yeah, I mean, you see what you see. There are these
Yeah.
stalagmites and stalactites growing from the bottom and top of this cave. As you walk in, you will see that you guys sort of went downwards as you came in, so you feel the sort of descent of where you were, and the area will open up to a probably 12-foot high ceilings as you move into here. Kayth, you will notice some goods and things inside this first room here.
Communicating all of this telepathically to Moss, RaRa, and
found
then
some goods.
it doesn't
in
look
there.
to be trapped.
There's no traps.
Ain't no traps.
Just be careful.
Just
And
Hold
this
on.
looks like a
Body's
pit, or
down.
what does this look like?
There
Perhaps
could be
just
a
like
pit.
drugs.
Goes up.
Down.
Or
Goes down. So
down.
the arrow goes down.
Yeah. Just be careful, and don't. There seems to be goods over there, but I'm gonna go over and continue to investigate the room, but look into this pit.
That's there.
I'm gonna look by the goods.
Goods.
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate the goods as well.
Triple advantage on goods, DM.
Well, the three of you can certainly take a look. One of you with advantage if you'd like. Investigation.
I have a +8.
DM, I just want you to know that I think I see something that we shouldn't be seeing.
And what
Are
do
we
you
supposed to see over here?
Yeah, you see an opening at the other side of
Does
this.
he-
Okay.
This
Sorry,
area.
this looked like it was supposed to be blocked off here. Okay.
You'll notice an archway. You see the things right there?
Oh, I do.
So
see
it's
that
an
there.
archway that seems to lead deeper inside. Let's see. So we've got 16. So 16. The three of you, as you are investigating everything over here, these sort of.
You wanted one of us to do one without advantage, and then.
Nope, I
someone
said
to
one
have
of you with advantage, but
Oh.
yeah, it's okay. So the three of you will be over here searching through the piles of stuff. You're mostly going to find what looks like rotted foods, grains filled with rodents and insects, and the beds here are pretty beat up and tattered. You'll find some old pickaxes, which sort of are starting to fall apart. And you guys do see something. Something on the ground there that you might be able to check out on your own if you look around.
Yeah. What the thing?
No, that's Kayth's mage hand. While you guys continue to search that area on your own, Kayth, what were you doing?
I was looking into this pit real quick to see if there was any like.
Yeah, as you are looking down inside there, it just seems to lower down for some reason. You're not sure why this is here, but it does. And then it rises back up to that sort of archway that seems to go deeper into this cave.
Did you find anything over there?
We're looking individually right now.
Maybe.
It's like a voice on high said.
I didn't find anything.
In that
Why does
moment,
this-
as you
Why
guys
does
are...
his head look squeezed?
Oh.
What do you say?
So where my character token is, if you put it right onto like centered here,
If you mouse over.
you mouse like right cheer. Why does his head look squeezed?
Can you move your token?
Whose head looks squeezed? I
Oh.
don't see anyone.
There's a chat box. What the fuck?
Can you move your token?
You can move it over us.
Oh. So if the person is in there,
No, you can just mouse over it.
It just says that for that box. Why does his head
Got
look
it.
squeezed? And then
Is that a body?
"Whose head?"
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my magnifying glass and start.
Yeah, get right in there.
What's
into
time
the
of death? You know.
Yeah. Fizzi's
Can I
gonna-
tell how this person died? Fizzi, can you help me investigate this body?
Sure.
Go ahead. You have a +5, right? +8.
In that moment, as you guys begin to search that body, the entire area around you goes dark.
The head squeezer.
it's dark.
For you.
Oh, I
for
got
you-
dark vision. I got dark vision.
I can see.
Oh, we're getting-
Your
Crushed?
dark vision does not work, as you are not able to see through this complete darkness. I am going to draw
Why
a
the
little box
Fuck
here.
did I become a half elf?
And we have Kayth on the first one. 17. Does a 17 hit you, Kayth?
Just, yep.
All right. Then we have Moss on the second one. That's a 24. I believe that hits.
Miss.
And then we have a Fizzi on the last one, a 22.
Does she have to make a rage roll?
So
I do.
Kayth, Moss, and Fizzi, you all, as you're about to look down, everything goes dark. And then each of you feel something go over your head, and it's like squishy.
Oh, you can't. It's not dark. It's not dark. You're
Ooze,
blinded by
jelly.
a thing on your head.
No, it goes dark first.
Like there's a
Do I
spellcaster
make
in here that
a
casts
do I
darkness.
make a roll?
Give me a second.
Oh my god, it's 9:30.
It's a
What a
penis.
What a
squid.
suspenseful spot to be 9:30.
If I can just get these to do what I need them to. They're not going to go on top of you guys. So I'm just going to put them next to you. So all three of you start feeling something over your head like a bag, and it's squishy and slimy and RaRa. It's complete darkness. You cannot see, and you can't hear your friends other than the scuffing of their feet on the ground. And as all of you...
I'm communicating telepathically. There's something on my fucking head.
Wow, Mosh just said that through her brain too.
You all say that in your brain, and that is where we are going to take our first break, everybody. So please go get your poos, your peas, your snacks, your drinks, and we will be back in just 5-ish minutes. So please don't run away, because these guys are getting into some serious danger. Hopefully they're going to be okay. But anyway, we will see you guys in
You
just
hear that,
5
chat?
minutes.
Serious danger. Only you can help.
Hey there, dipshits, it's me, Joey, aka Slooty Mage.
I'm Hunter, voice of Hunter Taylor.
And I'm Carter, Eagle Eagle. We're
Older and Dumber.
Every Friday, we drop wisdom, humor, and a whole lot of nonsense. You won't want to miss it.
Become a patron today for as low as $5 a month. Get early access to all our episodes and exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at all the things we're doing and May's super secret editing notes.
Shout out to all our awesome dipshits. Your support really helps keep this madness going.
Join the crew, be a dipshit. It's an exclusive club, and you're invited.
Go Dipshits mark your calendar every Friday for a dose of older and dumber craziness. See you there.
Fade to black! On my stand! Fade to black!
Hello, everybody. We are back. And right before we get into this action, we are going to get a few words from our Joey.
Guys, do you love our content? Do you love us? Do we have a parasocial relationship? If that's the case, you can support that relationship by joining the Patreon, patreon.com/olderanddomber. For as low as $5 a month, you can support us in the content we don't want to do that? Support us here on Twitch. You can use your Amazon Prime subscription. It doesn't cost you anything. That's crazy. Finally, you can watch us every Wednesday night here if you're enjoying the content. We're always live at 8 o'clock. And if you can't catch us live here on Wednesdays, you can catch up on YouTube on Saturdays, where you can find all of our other fabulous Older and Dumber content, like our great podcast and our tips to make your D&D games better. Hunter, kill them with dark mantles, please.
And let us get right back into the action. So, let's go ahead and start by everybody rolling initiative, please. We'll start with that.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So I ordered DoorDash before I got a warning on my phone for extreme weather warning.
Yeah.
So
the driver died because of
we're
you.
gonna see whether or not my order gets canceled.
All right, so to start, like I said, the first hit was Kayth. So Kayth, you'll be taking 9 bludgeoning damage.
I already took it.
DM,
Okay.
can I use...
Moss, you will be taking 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't really help.
And
Never mind.
Fizzi, you will be taking 7 bludgeoning damage. And as your heads are engulfed, you start to not be able to breathe. Let's go ahead and get our danger music on. As
Bro,
this
you gotta
fight,
pick your fucking ass up. God helps those who help themselves.
Are you gonna roll for Obi? Is he just watching us die?
He goes on my turn.
Yeah, he's just watching us die.
all right, let's go ahead and get this going, guys. So to start is one of the first creatures, and that is the one on Kayth.
Wait, players win ties.
I didn't notice you got an 18. All right, that's fine. Never mind. All right, Kayth, you are up first. Currently, your head is completely engulfed, and you cannot see, and you are starting to not be able to breathe.
I'll attack the creature on my face with my psychic dagger. Psychic dagger.
So you are going to attempt to stab it, which is stabbing your face.
I'm psychically stabbing this thing because I'm psychic.
You are attempting to stab what is on your head. So you are blinded. You will have disadvantage.
That's true.
Please go ahead and roll.
That's a 12 and less than a 12. So first attack misses, I assume.
That is going to miss, yes.
I will attack again. So 13, even if that natural 20 goes to waste.
13 will hit. Please roll damage.
Sneak attack.
No.
The creatures were adjacent to an ally.
You have no idea. It is completely dark. You do not have the advantage of an ally within 5 feet because you don't know if they're there or not.
Okay.
Suffer!
Bullcrap.
Together!
It automatically rolls sneak attack versus separate. So 8 psychic damage.
8 points of psychic damage. You will feel it constrict on your head a little harder.
That's my turn.
All right. We come to its turn. You are going to feel a little bit of some pressure as it will squeeze your head. 4 more points of bludgeoning damage. And you are going to need to make a Constitution saving throw. Now, real quick. Oh, no, sorry. Not that. Because what is your con modifier?
I have a con modifier of +2.
+2. Okay. So,
you got 2 minutes of air, baby.
Exactly. Without breathing in and taking an air first, you have 2 minutes. And that's it. So you have 2 minutes of air. All right. That is its turn. That will bring us to Moss. Moss, you can't see. Something's on your head squeezing.
Do I get to make a wisdom saving throw?
You did take damage. So yes, please make a wisdom saving throw. And you took... How much damage did you take? You took 8 points of damage.
Oh.
That rolled from a 3 to a 16.
You're going to save. You are not raging, but you are beginning to not breathe. What's your con modifier?
3.
Okay, so you can for 3 minutes. Okay, you're good for now.
I would like to try and rip it off me.
You certainly can. Give me a athletics check.
There goes Nolly.
Nolly.
24.
Why'd you do it with advantage?
Because I have advantage.
You don't have advantage because you're not
I don't know
raging.
why it just rolled it like that.
You have advantage in athletics when you're raging.
I just clicked athletics!
Well, you probably have your rage.
You have
your rage activated, so I was getting there. You would let me.
Yeah. So 11 will not rip this thing off of your head. Now, Kayth, I did forget you. It is the first round of combat. You did have an extra action if you want to attack one more time. That's my bad.
Again.
You can do that. And Moss, you can try and rip it off your head again if you'd like, because you have an extra action. Remember, you have disadvantage. Okay.
15.
That will hit. You can roll damage for that.
I got an 11 again. Trying to turn this off.
You got a 21, actually.
So 5 points of psychic damage.
5 more
Usually
points.
when you click the roll, it gives you the option to roll with advantage or not. So yeah, you must have your rage turned on still.
But Moss, either way, a 21 will get it off of your head. So you're trying to rip it off, and it just sort of like squeezes a little harder, and then you take it and just rip it off of you, and you feel it, all the slime just over your face as you rip it off and throw it.
I rip it off. I look at it. I go.
You can't
wait,
see it.
Can I see? It's
Can't
dark?
see it. Can't see.
Huh. I don't throw it then.
Okay, so you just rip it off and hold on to it?
Yeah.
All right, I will say that essentially would be a grapple. So if it beats your 21, then it gets out of your hand. If it doesn't beat it, then you're still holding it. So let me go ahead and it'll make a strength check.
Strength save.
Oh, it met your number. Players win ties, so you are still holding it. You're holding your hand. You can't see it. It's really squishy and like has bumps.
It's writhing like crazy.
Guys, there's something really disgusting in my hand. It could be a kraken.
You still have movement if you'd like to move.
I can't see anything. I'm not risking. Oh, I'm not risking it.
All right, then you won't do that. RaRa, it is your turn. It's completely dark. Nothing's happening to you.
Moss say something though, right?
You heard Moss say something, and you have a general direction of where you heard that.
I'm just gonna scream, "Cover your ears!" And then I'm gonna echolocate. I'm gonna use confusing cry.
All right, so you're gonna hit all 4 of them.
Yep.
All right.
But I have a question.
Okay.
Kayth's head is still covered. Would that grant him an advantage or allow him to ignore the confusing cry roll?
It just says they are blinded, not deafened. So I'm going to assume they can still hear things muffled. So
Muffled.
I will say it.
Advantage.
Yeah, I'd say it would give advantage on the save. So Kayth, you'll have advantage on the save. Moss, you will not.
It's a
Cover
constitution.
my ears.
It's a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, can she use her reaction to?
Would you like to let go of the thing you're holding and cover both your ears?
Nope.
All right.
A con save?
Yeah, con saves.
Go ahead.
Friendly firing this early into the dungeon?
Go ahead.
You have advantage. This is literally like no damage. So
Okay.
Go ahead and put it in the chat.
Oh. Well, it's a save, so I don't know why it rolled. I was just trying to show it.
Yeah, weird.
Oh, so it doesn't count as a crit?
No.
Just
Don't
5?
add it.
6 points altogether.
No, it's 5.
Oh, right, because it didn't critical. Right. All right, so Kayth,
It's Constitution saving throws, 8 plus my proficiency modifier plus my con modifier.
do they take half if they succeed or none if they
No,
succeed?
it's like a cantrip.
Okay, so you guys don't take any damage, so these need to make saves. First save, second save.
That one fails.
Your save is
No,
11.
Yep, it does not.
You guys hear the RaRa's screeching, and you guys are like, you don't get hurt, and
Nothing happens.
Doesn't seem to
We
hurt
are
anything.
confused, though.
RaRa is confused. Anything else, RaRa?
Nope.
All right. Would you like to attempt to move at all, or?
I don't know what's happening, so I'm just gonna sort of crouch down here.
Okay.
And
It is the creature on Fizzi's turn. Fizzi, you're going to feel a little bit of pressure. 24 to hit for 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And what is your con modifier?
I have 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute. That is its turn. Fizzi, you're up. As you're feeling this thing on your head, it's all mushy, gross, and wet.
So I'm gonna... I can't yell. Can I try to call to Obi to help me get this off my head?
You could certainly try. If you'd like to try, then give me... Just roll a d20. I will say you can make enough noise that Obi would hear it. Yeah, I'd say it's possible that Obi could know a general direction of where you are.
All right. The 13 strength check to get it off my face.
Yeah, you can attempt to make an athletics check and rip it off your head. Oh shoot, RaRa, you did have an extra action.
You could have screamed at us again.
No, I can only do that once per long rest. It's very powerful.
It's his racial thing? Bat thing?
Right, it's like Dragon's Breath. Did you want to do anything else, RaRa?
I spend an action to do echolocation, and it gives me true sight until the end of my turn.
Damn.
You... I think that still doesn't matter. Hold on.
True sight? Yeah, that sees through darkness.
But does it see through magical darkness?
Yeah, it does
Yes,
see through
yes.
magical darkness.
It sees through invisibility, it sees through magical
This guy's
darkness.
supposed to be the DM. He's supposed to got it on deck.
Alright. Go ahead and keep saying mean things. But RaRa, you can see.
Mean things. The rules. I'm sorry. I can't do anything with it. It's an action.
You can see through the darkness. You can see
right
where everything is. So you could have moved or...
How long do you get to see for?
till the end of my turn.
Ah, so just that turn, okay.
So you do know what's going on.
Yeah, you see that Kayth, Moss, and Fizzi all have these weird octopus creatures over their heads. Actually, no, Moss is holding hers. Moss is holding hers.
Goddamn right.
I'm gonna move to Moss's spot, or next to Moss's spot, so that I can grant her the help action on my next turn.
Okay.
Who's around me?
Fizzi, on your turn, you grab it and you pull it off your head. You feel the goo and the nasty spit and the weird bumpiness of this thing, and you are holding it, or you pull it off and you just throw it down, or do you want to try and hold it?
I want to try and hold it.
All right, so it's gonna see if it can beat your 14. It beats your 14. So as you pull it off and try to hold it, it just squeezes out of your hand and drops, but you don't know where. Actually,
I'm gonna... Obi, where are you?
You don't even hear it hit the ground.
All right. I'm gonna yell for Obi. Like, Obi, where are you?
Okay. Obi can definitely hear you now. You do have another action still. You just
No, I don't.
Yeah, remember everybody got the buff because of eating.
Oh!
Yes,
I just wanted to run towards wherever Obi was. Oh, Obi can't talk.
You can disengage with your action and get out of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and move at least here. Yeah.
Okay, if you
This seems good.
You can do that, and as you run out of the darkness, Fizzi, the room not lights up, but the room, you can now see the room, but behind you is just this big plume of darkness that you cannot see into. And you don't see any other creatures. You don't even see any of your party. All you see is Obi standing just outside of the darkness. Is that your turn? Unless you have a
Yes.
bonus. Okay. And then did you want Obi to do anything?
So I want Obi to just be ready in case anything comes out. Opportunity attack.
Okay. It is one of the creature's turns. It's the one on Moss. That one's turn.
Bitch, I hope the fuck you do.
It's currently being grappled by you, but it is going to attempt to wrap around your arm and start crushing. So let's see, which you are blinded and...
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Advantage anymore.
I'm holding a cat. My eyes are closed. The cat starts doing... I know what it's doing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So it's not like... Well, when you say you have no idea what's going on, I know that this bitch is wrapping around... If I'm holding a snake and I feel that bitch wrapping around me, I'm like, huh, I think it's wrapping around me.
Okay. You feel it about to crush your wrist.
I hope it does.
19
Yes.
to hit. 19?
No, just kidding.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I looked at the...
Make your
the
save.
above.
It'll be 7 points of bludgeoning, and then yes, you can please make your wisdom save.
I'm gonna yell out. It's magical
What?
darkness. It's
Critical
fine out here.
fail!
Oh shit!
Critical
She's raging.
fail.
I don't really know if that's bad.
It's a critical fail. You are now raging. Fizzi, you guys will hear Fizzi yell, "It's magical darkness!"
No shit, Fizzi.
Damn.
We're all
Can you
able to
see?
in regular darkness.
That's Moss raging.
All of us can see in regular darkness. Can you guys see?
So you will take the 7 points of bludgeoning, and then you will start raging. So you can go ahead and activate your rage and pick what you're doing. And then that will be its turn.
What are my... Okay. Copy.
Yep.
Copy that.
That'll be its turn. Kayth, you are up, and it is still on your head, crushing.
I stab.
You can attempt to stab with disadvantage.
A natural 1.
That is a natural 1.
So that's the disadvantage attack, and then I'll do my offhand.
I'm connecting to the chat. Can somebody put another
A 10.
fan now, please?
A fail in there?
Yeah, he...
Is
He
it
did.
10 hit?
He crit failed. That will not hit.
All right. I'll move. I will try to move towards where I went towards the entrance. So I'll feel along the wall. Head this way.
So you can feel along the wall, and you can probably end up about there. You are still blind.
Yeah.
All right, it is the one on Kayth's turn. Kayth, you are going to feel a little bit of pressure on your head.
This thing is still on me. I communicate telepathically.
Fizzi, you see Kayth walk out of the darkness, like touching the wall, and his head is gone, and it just looks like this weird octopus, like manta ray thing on his head, and it's like, and it's doing all kinds of stuff.
I would like to take Wolf. My allies have advantage on attack rolls against any enemy within 5 feet of me.
Okay, well, I would have had advantage.
I tried.
on those,
I was
yeah.
raising my hand.
That whole
Nobody
time.
lets the women speak.
It's true.
It's
So
true.
do you
They're
have those
like
different-
Lord Cars, and they're like, "You're a woman. Why would you help me in combat?"
So then does a 13 hit?
A 13 would have hit, yes.
So
13 would have hit.
Is that 2 hits or is that
But
1
you
hit? or
walked
what do you wanna
along
do
the
here?
wall.
You would
your
get
death.
1 hit,
1 hit. Okay. All right.
and it would be with your offhand.
That's 8 points of psychic damage.
And you will still take the 5 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
All right. After its turn, brings us to Moss. Moss, you are still holding this thing, and it's wrapped around your arm right now.
Is there... Okay.
You
So
just
it's-
feel slime and gush, and you're hearing a lot of smacking.
I hated that description.
Sorry, that's what it is.
I would like to try and rip it off. Well, no, because
You're
I'm not
grappling
doing
it.
damage when I rip it
You
off.
could
I'm gonna stab it. Fuck it.
stab it.
You could
I'm gonna
slam it. I mean, it's hold on to your.
Oh, I
your
can
arm.
slam it onto the ground.
That will do nothing.
I stab it.
You take your glaive, and you're like, ah, 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 ah.
Yeah.
All right, you with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
She's still blind.
But she's
It's-
grappling it, so she has advantage on it.
There's
She's
a flat
not
rope.
grappling it. That's not
You said it
grapple.
was a
Doesn't,
grapple.
yes, but grapple does not give you advantage on
It
attacks
does
on the
on
creature.
2024, I'm pretty sure, right?
The
looked
creature,
at
the
this.
creature, no. Ask the luchador. The creature that is grappling the other creature, the creature that is being grappled, has advantage against a grappler.
No, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against any target other than grappling.
There you
That's
go.
what it does.
So
now.
it does
That's
not.
what it does. I knew
It does not
okay.
give you advantage. So Moss, you have disadvantage to attack.
Can't get much worse than that, right? Does.
A 7
graze it,
will
right?
a 7 will miss, but even though you
Yeah,
miss,
but I hit it no
you
matter
still
what.
graze it, which is 3 damage.
What
Are you
is it?
raging now, or?
Yeah, I am.
Double check what graze says.
Increase by increasing your damage dealt equal to the modifier used to make the attack. What's that?
Oh, that's your strength modifier.
Yep, which is
3.
Plus,
3.
Unchanged.
All right, 3 points of damage to it still, even though you missed. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right, that is it. RaRa, you're up.
As Moss starts to fade out of RaRa's echolocation, she will reach forward and grab her by the shoulders. And she will pull 5, 10, 15, 20, and put Moss into this
Darkness.
spot. This spot.
Moss, you are still holding this thing.
Yeah.
And as you get pulled out of the darkness, you see it, and it's this weird freaking manta ray octopus looking thing, and it's wrapped around your arm. It's got a bunch of yellow eyes on the top of it, and they're all
Put me
looking
back in
at
the
you.
darkness.
I will
Put me back in the darkness right
I
now.
will starry wisp it, DM. At least try to. I'll dissonant wisp. No, I don't want to use it. I'll starry wisp it at disadvantage
Okay, why do you have disadvantage?
because it's ranged.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. A
15 to hit.
15 will hit for 3 points of radiant damage. That will hit. Anything else, RaRa?
Kill it, Moss, and I'll give her advantage.
All right, we are back to the one that was on Fizzi. No one can see it. Fizzi, you sort of sit there and you look into the darkness. You actually can't see RaRa and Moss because they're on the other side of it, so you can't see them. You see Kayth running around with the thing on its head, and all of a sudden you will see this disc of manta ray tentacles spin like a UFO out of the darkness towards you.
Can I see that? No.
No, you're on the other
It's
side.
on the other side.
We're-
You will see
we're
it
split.
spin like a UFO towards you and attempt to attack you.
Does the Obi get that opportunity attack?
He stayed within the threat range. Well, it did appear. Yeah, I would say Obi gets an opportunity of attack then.
David,
He
Obi's
was-
next to you. He can
was holding-
react. He can react to give it disadvantage. Right?
Oh, that's up to you. You can either use his reaction to attack it or his reaction to do your defender thing. It did roll a 12 to hit, so.
I'm gonna keep up that Obi attack.
All right, go ahead. I assume a 12 misses.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and attack with good old Obi.
I did that force empowered rend. I got a 20.
Oh, you did.
22 to hit.
22 to hit. That will hit. And you will do 6 points of damage. All right, that Fizzi, it's your turn. This thing's flying like a saucer in front of you. Almost looks like a wizard's hat.
We're gonna swing with our little buddy.
All right, a 17 will hit.
Ten damage.
10 points of damage. You freaking swat it, and it's sort of like...
Not so tough. How are you, losers?
And now, hold on a second. You guys will watch as the darkness dissipates.
Hell yeah, guys.
The darkness will disappear after you swat that thing. And it is now, unless you wanted to move, which I assume you don't because opportunity of attack.
That would be correct.
Okay. Now it is the one on Moss. Moss, you see this thing, it's horrifying, and it continues to try and crush your wrist.
What the shit?
An 8 to hit. I assume that misses. That is its turn. Kayth, you still have this thing on your head.
I attack it.
Go ahead.
Acha. Oh, my DoorDash is calling.
And disadvantage.
Is it that your order is canceled?
I think the driver's outside.
Another crit fail.
Oh my god, dude.
I can't connect.
Okay.
I got
think
it.
I hit him.
He just keeps rolling. He's just like click, 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 click.
Classic Parker.
The second one will hit. It's offhand, but it's fine. He stabs it, and it will release. It will release from Kayth's head. Kayth will feel it like slouch and stop giving pressure and just sort of start falling. And I assume he'll grab it and just sort of chuck it off. And now his head and hair is all slimed, and Moss's hair and head is slimed. Fizzi's head and hair are slimed. Kayth's is even worse. It's covered in like saliva. Rips it off, throws it down, catches his breath. Kayth, you see one of these awful, disgusting horrors flying in front of Fizzi. You see one holding onto Moss's arm. You throw yours onto the ground. It's freaking... You're all covered in just grossness. Would you like to move or anything, or stay where you are?
Damn, his camera's gone. He's gone.
He went. Oh.
I'm
dead.
here. I don't know what my camera being weird.
The camera
so-
wasn't focusing right.
Sorry, give me one sec. There we go.
There you go.
So do I see this one on Fizzi?
Yep. You see it flying
I will-
flying in front of him.
I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'll
Alright.
sort of...
What is that?
That's my turn.
What's
I do a little, fast run over there with my daggers.
Gotcha. Moss, you see the darkness disappear, and it's your turn.
I'm fucking slamming this. I'm throwing this shit on the ground. I'm like, ah! And then I just,
These are the original face huggers.
Not wrong.
17 to hit. That will hit for 14 points of damage. Is that yeah, your rage probably added on. It did. Woo! It's like you see it. It's like screeching and making these weird squishy noises. You're seeing this like green blood come out of it. That's
Ew.
Moss's turn. RaRa, you're up.
RaRa does a quick spin and like a couple of stomp moves, and then we'll just stomp the yard on this guy.
Stomp the yard. I don't even know
Damn,
what that means. Unarmed attack, I assume?
Moss, don't
Yeah.
you have advantage on initiative?
Yeah,
You rolled an advantage this turn?
I did.
That's crazy.
Oh, isn't it crazy?
My damage is more than that though because of my bard class. It's supposed to be a D6. I don't know why it didn't add it. I might have to add it my character sheet, but I can roll it for you, DM.
Just a D6? Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
5 plus my dex mod. So that's many.
You will stomp it and dance on its grave.
10 points of damage to it.
You just see you, and you just stomp the yard on it, and it is lifeless.
You have a +5 dex?
I have a +4 dex with a 5 on the D6. So 9. Sorry. Did I say 10?
Yeah. Let's got rounded up.
All
My
right.
bad.
It is the one on Fizzi's turn.
At least I
Fizzi.
never gave myself a natural 20.
It is going to attempt to crush you. A 12 to hit. I assume that misses.
Sure does.
It'll miss. That's its turn. Fizzi, you're up.
Oh no.
You know what? I'm gonna save that inner monologue because I still got Obi.
Yeah.
All right. You miss.
Oh, nice. Obi-san.
Yeah, you miss, and you're like,
Obi-San.
you just whiff, and Obi's like, in motor voice, "Oh, see you." The exhaust is like, and bam! He'll punch this thing out of the sky, and you'll watch it crash like a UFO into the wall next to you as it goes lifeless. The creature will
Did
go...
I kill mine?
You did?
It died?
RaRa.
Oh, yeah, you did.
stomped,
Okay, okay.
RaRa stomped the yard.
Well, that was something.
I hated that. I hate that.
As I
What is
grab like
that
a
thing?
cloth out of my bag and start wiping my face.
Yeah, same.
I mean, you look like kind of a badass with all this slime.
I hate
I have
it.
no idea what those were.
Draw it in your little book, Kayth. I want to
I draw it
remember
in
it for
my-
next time.
I start drawing it in my little book.
Are these in every cave?
Well, we'll have to take a look. Do you think they came from the ceiling?
Yes, they dropped on my head.
No, Kayth, I think they teleported in from below us.
They could have been
Fizzi
hiding in
just tell a
little
joke?
crevices in the
Hold
fucking
on.
wall.
Kill the joke.
Fizzi,
Yeah,
did
Mom?
you just tell a joke?
I sure did.
Wow. Can I examine this thing?
You certainly
Did it work?
can. Yeah, you can give me a nature check if you'd like, or a medicine check. That did work. It didn't roll
My
the.
medicine is.
It didn't
Yeah.
roll the. But if you just click,
You
I just
fucking-
noticed.
Wait, you're drinking
Scumbag.
that? Oh my goodness.
you heal 7, Fizzi.
Nice.
Moss, you look at this thing and you're like,
We didn't have these in Ashen.
nope. You're like, what the fuck is this horror or monstrosity you're holding? You're not even sure if it's an animal.
RaRa sort of kicks it a little bit. Kind of looks like an umbrella.
Well,
We almost died to umbrellas.
I don't think almost died.
Do you guys think they're poisonous?
I'm sure it's fine.
I don't
Do you
think so.
feel poisoned?
I don't
No.
feel poisoned.
Probably not then. Think you eat them? I
No,
wouldn't eat them.
Absolutely
But
not.
They kind of look like calamari. My mom used to eat calamari all the time.
I'm not eating that.
Did they find items over here as well, or
No.
did we get
just
ambushed before we got items?
A squish man's head.
That was the squish head, yeah.
Okay.
I could
Well, I
scroll
guess-
around some more. I don't
Do we
see
need to
anything
take a
else.
break here, or want to go over to that entrance over there?
The hole in the ground?
No, the entrance with the archway that's over there.
Oh.
Fizzi's good to go.
Oh, there's a big hole.
As
Was
you
this a
look at
mountain?
the hole,
It's-
you see that it is. You could
Traversable.
climb down it. You could traverse it. It does look a bit unstable, so you might have to make a check. But
Let's try to move forward quietly.
RaRa looks at the ceiling over here to make sure there's no umbrellas.
you don't see anything.
I do a little fly over here. You could throw a rope over, and then you could, like, I don't know, use the rope in the wall to walk across instead of crawling down.
Sure. I throw a rope across.
I look for like a stalagmite. Tie the rope off too.
Well, RaRa, as you fly over to this entrance, you will notice that this cave turns into more of a built structure. There are no longer stalagmites or stalactites where you are, but
Is there- Go ahead.
there seem to be like little statues and stanchions.
Braziers connected to the walls.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I tie off to something like that. You have to tie it off on your end too. There's no. It looks worked over here.
I'm gonna tie it off. Damn, if there's something I can tie it off to.
You could certainly try to tie it off to maybe this stalagmite. That is quite a distance. It's
It's only
24
20
feet. It's 20, 25 feet.
What's this right here?
Just a very large rock formation. You could attempt to tie it to that as well if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
then you could use the wall as support as you crossed.
I'll tie it off. And then I'll type rope across.
Tight rope across?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let him do it. Nope, don't ask questions.
Yeah, I'm
Just
typing
let
roping
him make the
across.
rolls.
I mean,
Roping across.
we were saying that the wall was adjacent for support,
Well,
but if you
for
want
the-
to really aggro it,
You can certainly try, Kayth. You tie it off, and instead of just climbing across, you get up there and you start tight roping. Please give me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, I'm not making no athletics check. That's for dang sure. I'm gonna roll a psionic die. If that's a fail, DM, let me know.
It is not a fail. You are able to make it across.
That was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Thank you. It took a lot of practice, I think.
Fizzi's just
I do a little bow. At the end of the type rope, I do a little flip off and bow.
Roll for
Wow.
flip.
I already acrobatics check. I already acrobatics check.
Roll for flip.
We're not rolling for every instance of a fucking thing of a performance for, you know.
You just don't want to roll a 1 and fuck up.
All right, Fizzi and
No, I
Moss.
don't want to make unnecessary rolls.
Fizzi and Moss, how are you guys getting across?
Well, I am not doing that.
Neither is
So I think I'm just gonna. How deep is the? 20 feet, right?
It goes 20 feet down. So you would be on the sort of like very uncertain side, but you're using the rope to help you. So as you go across, you'll need to make a dex save, but you'll do it with advantage. Oh my gosh, guys, Moss, you were raging.
Sure was.
Oh,
Rage climbing across this cavern.
did we just say she calmed down because it's been a while now?
yeah, we're gonna say calm down.
okay. I forgot to.
That's okay.
Can I just shimmy across?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can try it. You're gonna try to shimmy across, but
Was
you
that
can't. You're
athletic
not just
for
gonna
holding
like.
on?
You're not just gonna swing yourself. So you'll make a dex save with advantage.
Let me take my rage off before I forget. Because I know how to do that.
Whoa.
It's never been an issue in this game.
Dex save.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, brother.
And you'll do it with advantage, but 20 will make it. Moss, you are able to get across, and that would put you with your friendos here.
Now let's all try to stay.
Now,
Quiet.
Fizzi, you still need to get across.
Fizzy.
We gotta get Obi across.
You do got to get Obi across.
Yeah, I don't know if the rope's gonna hold him. Maybe he should try the climb, but I think you could get across, Fizzy. Or maybe he could just jump it.
Either way, if
He's
you
strong, right?
Fizzi taking the rope, it'll be a dex save with advantage. Obi cannot take the rope, so he would make the climb by doing just a dex save with no advantage.
DM, I'm curious.
Does it have to be a deck save?
Could
It is a
Obi
dex
jump
save,
this
yes.
gap? Is he strong enough to make the jump?
Can Obi make that jump?
Right? Like, he's got athletic,
What is his strength score?
14.
So half of 14 is 7. So he can do a running jump 7 feet.
I thought running jump was equal to your strength score.
Running jump is, well, you can certainly look. On your
Sure,
character sheet, click
On my character shit,
on your character sheet,
click.
click movement. You should
movement.
see jumping.
Okay. I see speed.
Long jump. If you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet equal to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet.
Okay, never mind. So he can jump 14 feet with a long jump, which
Oh,
14 feet could get him there.
Yep. That. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I want to have Obi get over first before I go.
Careful, there's traps, RaRa.
I'm just moving enough to let Obi have a spot to land.
I'm gonna check for traps in this area, DM, while people are working their way over here.
Well, you can certainly make an investigation check. Fizzi, I will need the dex save from you with advantage, unless you plan on jumping.
No. You said deck save with advantage.
Mhm.
Oh, that's not a save.
All right.
That's
let's
a critical
go.
success. Fizzi, you
Get
will,
it in the chat, boy.
you will make it across. And you guys are now in your next leg of the dungeon.
All right, let's.
As you guys find yourself in this next area here, you see, obviously, everything has changed. You're in a more structured area. Things seem to be built here. There's a sort of architecture to it.
It's a big room over here, Kayth.
Let's calm down. Let's not.
I'm not moving. I didn't move.
I'm just let me finish my sentence before you jump down my throat, please. Thank
You
you.
were jumping down
You're
my...
literally doing it again. Let's clear out each room at a time. So let's go left first, and then we can clear this way, and then we'll head back and clear the right after that. We don't want to. We want to check out everything.
Okay, but there's a big room.
Did my investigation check lead to anything, DM?
Oh, right there. I was like, where is it? I only see a dex save. Yes, 20. The area seems clear. You don't seem to find any traps here.
Anything's hiding in the ceiling as I'm investigating for danger?
You don't see anything on the ceiling.
All right, follow me, and I'll have the mage hand out. Oh, mage hand.
You
Mage
left
hand's
it.
back here.
You left it in the other room.
Yeah, I'll make another one.
I gave you yours.
He said I'll make another.
Wow.
It has a 10-foot pole and it's tapping in front of us. Tapping over here, tapping,
Poor
and we're
Maggie.
moving.
It's the old taparoo.
Old taparoo. What do I see in this room? Does it look like what's down here?
There seems to be a collapse. It seems impassable.
What do you
And over
see?
here, was there anything over? Is picture over here or what?
It seems to be a dead end.
Okay. I'll go over here, make sure there's no traps in this area. Let me know if I need to make a new roll for that.
If you're looking for traps, you could make an investigation check.
I'm looking for traps in it. Okay.
You're the one being extremely cautious, so if you think you want to make an investigation check, then you try to make an investigation check. It seems clear.
Nice jump, Obi. Next time, though, bring the rope with you in case we need it again.
Another collapse here over here.
It does seem to be an impassable collapse.
There's a lot of cave-ins. Okay, it seems to go up a long way up here, so I think we can leave this one. What, Moss? You can communicate telepathically to me.
I say out loud. Have we been looking for the
Plants?
Yeah.
No.
I'm looking for the plants, DM.
But this is worked stone, so I don't think you're gonna be in here.
I will say you have not seen any glowing plants yet.
Okay, just know that me to you, I'm fucking looking.
What's
Looking
sick?
for at least
You have to actually roll whenever you think you're looking.
I'm
Okay,
looking.
He's not gonna tell you to roll.
Do you want
Everywhere
her
we
to
go,
roll
I'm
for
looking.
plant?
You're the one being extremely cautious for these plants, May. I'll move this way. I think we can leave that one for now because I think it goes on further in. So let's go to this big room you were talking about, RaRa.
Okay, it might be trapped.
Take a look for traps. This is a weird looking room. It looks like it connects to the other side, maybe. Looks like it splits off.
I don't know. I didn't want to take another step because you said it was dangerous.
It is dangerous. The entryways into this area look clear to me, maybe?
Kayth, I'm gonna go down here.
It wasn't me.
We can both investigate.
I'm just trying to scout ahead. It's okay. Let us
Fizzi,
do what
you
you're gonna
don't
do.
seem to see anything dangerous.
I see a
Kayth?
door.
You do see a door. And Kayth, you do not seem to see anything dangerous. And you might also see a door.
I do see a door. Let's check that out first. I say in my head.
Fizzi's door, you mean?
The door that we see, yes, the one that's over here. Oh my god, I didn't mean to open that. I assume it's not locked.
It is not locked. You are able to open it.
It looks like some kind of bed chambers.
As you look in, you do see some sort of bed chamber looking thing with an urn, a brazier in the center of the room, and a chest.
Is it a mystery chest, guys?
You want to look for magical traps on the chest, and I'll look for mechanicals. Is that chest breathing? Is it hyperventilating?
Fizzi, you walk up to the chest.
God damn it!
Wait, I don't know. I didn't even see where the chest is. Oh, there it is.
You walked right to it.
I swear to God.
RaRa, test one of the beds.
No, I didn't even notice it. Because I was down here. I don't fucking
It is
know.
kind of hard to see because you've got it set to gray or whatever.
Well, that is what you would see. Well, RaRa, you are walking in and testing one of these beds. The mattress basically falls apart, and the fabric of the cloth just rips as you sit down on it, and it's very dusty and uncomfortable.
Can
Mage
I
Hand
look,
will
can I
walk
look
over.
under the bed?
You can. It's dusty.
Mage Hand will poke this chest with the 10-foot pole.
As the 10-foot pole pokes this chest, you see it sort of knock for a second, and then the pole will not move. And you guys watch as a large purple tongue licks out of the chest as it opens and licks the bottom rim, and then begins to open up with this huge toothy maw. And you hear...
I've never seen a treasure chest do that before.
Whoa. It talks. Can we keep it?
We're not doing this right now, and I throw my dagger into it.
Oh, we should have given it a ration. It would have been our pet.
All right, you choose to attack it.
The fucking mimic? I've encountered mimics before. They swallowed my friends.
I don't know if you've ever seen a mimic talk before.
I never heard that part of your backstory because you've never opened up to us.
I don't need to tell every single excursion I've gone into ancient ruins.
Kayth, as you make an attack, everybody please roll initiative.
Ah!
Nice one, Fizzi.
Kinda wanted to keep it, guys.
It's no keeping it.
But it talks.
It doesn't mean it's. I fucking kill everyone in the party.
What? Were you gonna kill Dagon?
This is not Dagon. We're in the middle of combat right now.
I don't care.
Are you going to make your attack or what? Oh, you missed.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
missed it.
You
Unless
attempt to throw that dagger and it will miss.
Oh no, I have advantage.
Why do you have advantage?
I'm not moving. I'm steady aiming. Advantage.
That is not. You was talking, and you initially took a reaction to just throw your dagger.
Surprise.
There was no think. It's
So
not
is it
surprised. It
surprise?
waited for you.
Interesting.
So you attempted to throw the dagger, and it misses. And we will start combat. And that begins with RaRa. You are up first.
Did my initiative not roll? Do you
It
see-
did.
Oh,
It rolled
did.
an 11 and a 9.
I'm connecting to everything. Something's going on.
I'm just gonna put it to sleep.
Yeah, you're after the mimic.
You're going to attempt to put it to sleep?
Yep.
Okay, what is it? A wisdom save? Yes.
Wisdom saving throw. Like, I lean over from the bed and I'm just like, shh. Oh, that fails.
Now, go ahead and do the new, because the rules say it begins to fall asleep. It has to make another save on its
I'm
turn.
gonna put it. There it is.
All right, so it's centered, blah, blah, blah. It has become incapacitated until the... Wait, range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the incapacitated condition until the end of its next turn, at which point it must repeat the save. If the target fails the second save, it will go unconscious. Okay, it is now incapacitated. You watch it sort of like...
shh. No. We're just... You just be a treasure chest. We'll go about our business.
You watch as the tongue sort of starts to go slack. Is that your
I don't
turn?
like that either. Why is everything so
Yeah,
wet
that's my
and
turn.
gooey and gross in this cave?
It is incapacitated, so it'll go to the end of its turn, and it'll attempt to save again.
Oof.
I think a 13 still fails my spell save.
It will fail. And you guys will watch as the tongue goes slack, and you just hear...
Don't worry, Kayth. I
No,
got
it
it.
makes it. It makes the save.
No, it does not. I have a 14.
You have a 14. You have a plus
Yeah.
3 charisma, didn't you?
I have a
You
plus
have a
4.
Plus 4. I thought you said plus 3 earlier. Okay, that's my bad. My bad.
And the mimic will fall asleep.
Guys, can we keep it?
The chest will fall asleep.
I do have
Wow, maybe we
They're
should,
literally they are tricksters in dungeons. They trick you and they try to eat you. Their whole existence is trickery. So please
Fizzi,
do
do
not
these
trust the
things
talking
speak?
mimic.
Is it normal?
It doesn't
for these
matter.
things
It's
to
asleep
speak?
now. Let's leave it be and just not attack it. We don't need to attack it. We're not keeping it. Let's go
Well, if
to
it's
this other
asleep,
door.
can we look and see if anything is in the chest?
It's not real.
It's
I
gonna
don't
be a
know if
dummy.
it's
It's not
really
real.
a
It's
chest.
not a
It's like
real
a
chest.
thing.
It's a
It's
creature.
a thing.
So it doesn't have anything hiding
No,
in
it-
its mouth. It asked us for gold. So if it eats
Food.
gold, wouldn't it be in its
I'm
stomach?
pretty sure it said
That's just for
food.
food. So like a
Oh.
person.
Well,
Or like a piece of the deer or something.
this was boring. Is there any flowers in this room?
There's a door.
You don't see any glowing flowers in this room. But there is another door.
There's another door.
I'll go. My mage hand will go up to it. Jiggle it.
It seems like it will open.
Open it. It sort of loops back. Do we want to keep going this way?
And then
Are there
there
flowers in there?
might be flowers in there.
It does look a little bit more ragged. I see some skeletons.
Just step in there and look for flowers, Moss.
Okay.
Can we?
Do I
Hurry,
see any
Kayth,
flowers
save it.
in here?
I lean over and I'm like, "Good night, sweet prince."
That's how it
Be
sleeps.
careful, Moss. There's might be some. There's a lot of dead bodies around here. So can we just?
They look like they've been dead a really long time. I'm looking
Again,
for flowers, DM.
But they could be dead from traps. I think that's what case. Maybe if you tell her in her mind, Kayth.
She won't listen.
You know, you haven't invaded her mind lately.
He's
It's
in there.
not an invasion. It's just telepathy.
Did you lose Obi
It's
Fizzy?
what?
No,
No.
it's just being super slow.
Okay.
He's trying to get squeezed through these tunnels.
Moss, you do not see any glowing flowers.
What are these round things in the ground?
Braziers. You see braziers.
So boring.
Does it look like there's any traps in this room, Fizzy? This is a big room. This one,
Guys,
Does
it looks
this
like
Moss, slow down.
it looks like there's some stuff over there that could be flowers.
Yeah.
Yes.
The skeletons, are they like uniformly skeletal, or do they have like distinct wounds on their bones, like smashed ribs, crushed skulls? Or do they just, wait in here for people to find the lost ark?
We are in the middle of a graveyard, so just slow.
A lot of the bodies have different amounts and severeness of damage. You are uncertain what could have happened here, but you could try to make a medicine check and see.
Okay,
if
if
you
these
can't
guys are
find
all
them.
messed up, is this like, do you think there was a battle here, or?
What is the purpose of this here dungeon? As far as I can ascertain through my archaeological skill / background.
As of what you were able to walk through so far, it seems as though this was a... How do I put this? People lived here. It seems to have been built for people to live in. You see multiple bodies. You imagine that there was maybe a society or small village or town that lived under here.
I am able to... The feature I have is historical knowledge, which says I get to determine the race, any known race.
Yes, you were told it was dwarvish, and from what you've seen, It looks dwarvish.
And these people look like they died from natural causes, or was there a fight, or what happened, Kayth?
I sort of try to reconstruct the scene.
You can
In
give
my
me
mind,
an investigation check. And I will say with advantage because of your archaeologistness.
I love archaeology. 16.
You've only seen a portion of this place so far. You imagine it is much bigger than what you've already found.
Oh, this is the most bodies we've seen in one place, though, right?
So far.
Yeah.
So far, it's crazy. Crazy work.
There is a magnitude of different damage and severity to people's injuries that you can find. Some of them just seem to just be dead. Some of them, it looks like their arms are close to their necks. Some of them seem to be damaged. You will start to notice that some of these braziers, the wood and ash in it... Nope, they'd be... Nope, that wouldn't be there. Yeah, you notice a good portion of these bodies sort of are holding near their necks. Some of them seem to be sort of like crushed, pulled apart.
Crushed
Some of them
skulls,
are
or-
like missing arms. Some of them are missing legs. Whatever it was, it must have been some sort of overwhelming force that maybe moved throughout the place and was stronger than they could handle.
Okay. So it seems like it was something overwhelming came through the whole place. I know that, we are sort of still new as a group, but this whole dungeon delving thing, looking for ancient things, this has sort of been my job for 150 years. So could we just listen to what I have to say while we're in here more than usual? Because
Okay,
there's a lot of dangers.
So say something.
I saw more bodies up in this room over here. I think we should check out that room before trying to explore more of the cavern.
Kayth, I'm asking you right now. There's a lot of dead people in this room.
If I were to guess, this is kobolds. That's the first thing that comes to my mind, knowing that they were in the area. But these seem too old, right, DM? These ancient? Or these...
Ancient. Very, very old. By what you're able to see so far, you would guess probably the Conquest era.
Could have been a war, like a fight between two forces. Do they all look dwarven?
A lot of them look like they're holding their necks. Kayth, is that something we should be concerned about?
We'll need more information. It looked like this might have been like a... Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
We need more information. We need to find a room with...
There are 2 doors down here, Kayth.
Well, let's not... I think we should close off...
Literally, none of us have taken a step.
I'm not saying it. Did I raise my voice, RaRa? Can you please not
You
make
are
it so
now.
dramatic? I am now because she just raised her voice. There's a room back here. Let's go check it out, and then we can continue forward.
I sit right where I am.
Oh, Obi, make sure RaRa is okay.
He will stand next to you and very slowly hum the engine.
Wait, which
You
room did you go
He
to?
went back to the mimic room.
No, literally doesn't listen. Okay. I will check for traps in this hallway because it looks a lot more, or check for danger. It looks a lot more ruined over here.
You will notice as you come up on that doorway, it does look a little destroyed, a little bit of rubble. But it seems safe.
I don't know, Moss. I'm literally trying. Like, I know this is his thing. I'm trying to offer it up for him.
I think we just wait here.
Okay. Why do you think all these guys are holding their throats?
I don't know.
Fizzy?
I saw green things down that way.
I think somebody pumped toxic gas in here.
What are you? I messed. RaRa, Moss, what are?
We're waiting for you to find the traps.
I kind of lost you. I couldn't see, so I just am waiting here.
I went back to the room I gestured to earlier, over here.
The one that had the thing that I put to sleep?
No, there's a room past that, which I mentioned earlier. If you...
Come on, Obi, let's go this way.
There's another door here that's closed, and there's a room up ahead, which I don't know. What do those look like from here?
Those look like large coffins. Large sarcophagi.
Yeah, that's what I thought they looked like.
Large sarcophagi.
They look like open sarcophagi.
Nope. Large sarcophagi. Closed.
Oh, they're closed. These are some fancy coffins. What does that say here?
I was just
Here lies
reading
the
that.
leader, guarded, soul guarded by a fallen warrior. Man, okay. There's a closed door there. I'll have Mage Hand go there. Drop the 10-foot pole. Go over there. Click the handle around.
It does seem like it'll open.
It looks like some kind of food storage area over there. Sort of scoot buggy in here. That's what it looks like in there, is food storage.
That's what it looks like. Some sort of storage area.
I'm gonna go back out here. I didn't feel like there was anything more in there, but I mean, if we want to take a look, we can. But I'm more interested in the giant sarcophaguses.
Go out of game, Carter. There's a lot more up top than there is down below.
Yeah, I just wanted to cut off as many sides as we could so that we can explore chunks of the dungeon at a time.
Okay.
Instead of just like going spiraling up somewhere. But seems like I will do a quick check in here. Does there look like anything dangerous in this room as I'm taking a look before going inside?
I mean, the large fucking sarcophagi kind of scream danger to me.
Yeah, it sure does to me as well.
You do not see any sort of traps.
Sarcophagi are like where people are buried, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys also see piles of skeletons in this room.
Anything else of danger?
We came, we saw, we conquered. Let's go.
So it looks like this room connects over to the other paths. So we could head back to those rooms Fizzi was talking about if we want. Or we can trudge through here.
Well, I think Moss is pretty set on leaving.
You guys know what's gonna happen. We're gonna go into that fucking room and something.
I rolled a natural 20 for my investigation.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
You cut out. I didn't hear anything else you said.
Who?
Carter.
What did you hear?
I got a natural 20 on my...
I got a natural 20 on my investigation. The DM said... So we're,
The DM said we're good.
The DM said that you do not see any traps. The sarcophagi are scary, and there are piles of skeletons in here.
But there was no other obvious danger?
Not
No
that
one
you
hiding
can-
behind a sarcophagus?
Not that you can see.
Okay. There's a. Can I read?
I can see the fear on May's face.
No.
She's constantly like,
Can I actually read this from here, or should I not be able to read this?
the expectation is that you are exploring, and if you can put your mouse on it, you will have somehow read it at some point.
Okay, these are some fancy coffins. What does that say? Here lies a leader, their soul guarded by fallen soldiers. In death, their watch remains eternal.
They watch.
Warriors, not soldiers.
They're gonna pop out of those coffins if you go.
I said
in.
warriors, didn't I?
Because they're
You said
eternal.
Damn.
Can he make a roll to understand necromancy?
I think it's more likely it's ghosts than them.
That ghost sounds an awful lot like necromancy to me.
Ghosts are a naturally occurring.
No.
There's no such thing as ghosts.
Fizzi, are
There
we
are.
doing this again?
You debunked that, remember?
Okay, I walk in here. Do ghosts haunt my body?
Please tell me he gets possessed by a noble steed.
You do not feel possessed.
You know what? Let's just get it over with.
Might as
I'm
It's
well.
gonna
gonna be a
raise
perfect spot to
past
end it
him.
anyway.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna walk right into the center. I'm gonna do a little spin. And I'm gonna go, is there anything dangerous in this room? I'm just trying to find flowers.
Do you see any flowers in there, Moss?
You yell that out. It echoes throughout this chamber. Nothing happens.
We're safe.
Do you see any flowers, though?
You do not see any glowing flowers.
No, I saw the glowing flowers over down that hallway. There's
Which
a door
way?
over there. No, all the way back.
Oh my god, why are we going this way? All we have to
I
do is-
asked before we walked into this room!
Oh my gosh, Kayth, calm down.
I literally asked!
There's a door over here, and then it veers off over there.
You were like, don't go anywhere. It might be dangerous.
And now we're all here.
These are some fancy coffins.
They're very big.
Looking around for anything of interest, DM. Less of danger, just of things that might give us another puzzle piece to what happened here.
Well, I mean, you guys will notice that these are some fancy coffins.
If you read this to me, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, just read
These
the
are
description.
some very fancy coffins. Honestly, if you were to guess, whoever's buried in there must be important. They might have been buried within nice stuff, important stuff.
I step up here and I do a little knock on the coffin lid.
Oh god.
I'm like-
Oh god.
Hello,
I walk away. I start walking away.
Mr. Important Person. Do you have anything to tell us? They're just coffins, guys. It doesn't mean that this bad shit's gonna happen.
I don't know if I agree with that.
You obviously
especially-
agree with it. You're in here. You walked
I'm-
right in. Kayth
I'm
was
not-
like, don't worry, it might be
I'm not
dangerous.
tapping on the coffins.
I lost Obi.
Let me try. There's under RaRa. There you go. Guys, I've lost Obi. So RaRa, you ended
So
with
I
doing
hopped up, I
something?
sat on the coffin. I'm like, you guys are crazy.
RaRa gets up and sits on top of the
And
coffin.
I was like, whoa, so scary. The whole reason of putting people to rest is you put them to rest. I don't think anything's gonna happen,
RaRa, I
guys.
don't like
Obviously,
it.
I just knocked on the coffin and nothing happened.
I don't like it. Even they're put to rest. Knocking on the coffin feels wrong.
She's on the coffin. Does she see anything in the hole, or are you not? Or
There's
is it-
no hole.
They're not open. They're not open.
They're
They're not
not
open.
open.
Sorry. It looks like this is. It looks like they're slid open a little bit on the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, for me to put little things on there, I had to make little images.
That's why I'm confused. I'm just saying why I'm confused.
But when you asked earlier, are they open? I said no.
Right, but when I keep looking at the map, it looks like they're open.
Well, Ma says that RaRa just puts her hand on the coffin. She's like, I'm sure you were a great hero. We appreciate everything you did. You were so good at your job.
That happens.
Well, I guess it's safe. Are we gonna finish since we're already up here? There's a door and a hallway? Or are we going?
Not everything's a monster, guys. Come on, I hop down.
I promise you, if we open those coffins, we would and tried to get the good stuff inside, we would probably be fighting something at the moment.
Who the heck would open the coffins? They're put to rest.
There's probably not even good stuff in there. It's probably just bones.
These are very fancy coffins.
They are very fancy coffins.
I'm sure you've opened a lot of coffins in your time, Kayth. Do you think
I open a coffin? I go over there and I open a coffin.
That's very disrespectful.
I show him.
Kayth.
I
Please make an athletics check.
my mage hand is helping out.
It helps.
10 pounds.
It helps push.
I'm sure the 100-pound lid is very effective by the mage hand.
Elf.
You guys watch. Kayth goes up to a coffin and just... And you guys hear... Kayth, you will open up the coffin and you will start to see inside, and you will see this, what looks like, well, a dead warrior, but they seem to be dressed in very fancy garments. They seem to be, well, fancy indeed, but this one seems to be holding a very, very shiny sword.
That's
See, this
big.
is why I said to be careful, and I'll mage hand the sword.
And as
Do
you
you want-
say,
do you want
this
me to
is why I
identify
said
it?
to be careful. You all will watch as the ground beneath you begins to rumble and green smoke disperses from the coffins. And you will hear, "You disturb our rest."
Oh. There's not monsters. You were right, RaRa.
As rising from the ground in a spiritual sort of coalition, you will watch Fizzi literally in your
I love
space.
how he shifted the blame to me. He didn't have to open the fucking coffin.
Oh yeah, I did, to prove a fucking point that you're wrong. He was tired of it.
We could have just investigated the rooms to the south.
No, Kayth was tired of it. He fucking jumping on the coffin and pounding on it, saying there's no danger here when Kayth said there was danger. Being like, you're an asshole, Kayth. Kayth is gonna go over there and fucking prove her right that there's fucking danger in the coffins.
Thank you all for joining us for this session of Coralthea Waking Fates. That is where we'll end tonight's session, as this party has decided to disturb the rest of fallen kings and lords, as they have now risen from their slumber to rid the annoyance.